Nithyananda everyone! Welcome back to the Kundalini Yogini. This is Prasiddha. Thank you so much for joining me on today's video. I hope that everybody is having a wonderful February so far. Now today I'm going to be sharing with you guys all about the third eye, or what is known in Sanskrit as the Ajna Chakra. This is one of the 7 major energy centers in the body, the metaphysical energy centers that are described as a part of Sanatana Dharma and talked a lot about in Hinduism and Buddhism both. Now, the Ajna Chakra has so many different references throughout ancient cultures and different indigenous traditions of spirituality. There's a reason for this. It's because it's one of the most powerful ways we can tap into higher dimensional living, higher dimensions of ourself and higher perceptions of the world around us. So many different belief systems have described the brow center, this space between the eyebrows, as this source of cosmic knowledge. And that's exactly what the Ajna Chakra is described as. Ajna Chakra literally translates to third eye or willpower. The command center, the seat of the will. And so my guru explains that this is not an accident why it refers to it in both of these ways, because the third eye is exactly that. It's our ability to assert our conscious will over reality. Instead of just perceiving the world through the 2 eyes that we have, and the only things that we're perceiving through those 2 eyes are this physical matter, a very dense reality, so to speak, if we're talking in frequency. But through the Ajna Chakra, the third eye, we can perceive much more than what is just physically around us. We can start to perceive the more subtle aspects of life that is happening at all moments all around us. We can start to feel different energies and entities. We can start to see subtle energies, auras, different perceptions, sometimes even foresight of the future, different understanding of our present and our past, and this divine wisdom or knowledge which can be channeled through that center. Basically, a lot of people refer to the third eye as the center of intuition. And yes, this is true, right? It does give us that perception of intuition, and at a subtle level, that's how it is functioning in every single human being. Whether it's awakened or not, the third eye is always available to every human being at some level or another. The thing is, most of us go through our lives with it not fully awakened, not experiencing the full energy of it, and so what we really gain from it is still that intuition. And you'll see that small children, or especially if you look back at your life as a younger kid, we're so tapped in naturally to this energy. I remember as a little girl, I would always have feelings when things were going to happen. I would text, like my friends in grade school if they were okay, because I had a feeling something had happened, and it was always accurate. I even one time had a dream where my grandfather was going to leave the body, and he did that very week. And so just like this, so many of us have probably had experiences where we have this cosmic intelligence accessible to us through that center. Third eye is the center of higher intelligence. It's considered the chakra where we receive guidance from our higher self or guru, or both. And ultimately they're one and the same, of course. They're experiencing the cosmic will. And when we're in tune with that cosmic will, our will is in oneness with cosmic will. And so when our Kundalini has moved from the base of the spine all the way up through the 6 chakras to the 6th chakra, which would be the Ajna Chakra, we have full access to this cosmic guidance, this guidance from Guru and this guidance from our higher self. Third eye is often connected to imagination and creativity as well in different forms of its expression. That is a source of a lot of our intellect and imagination throughout our life, and it's a chakra which is always alive in us from birth. It doesn't take any time. The thing is through toxification of the body, we lose touch with it. We start to calcify that entire area of metaphysically of our body, but also of our brain and the pineal gland, which is very much and very often correlated to access to the third eye. Think of the third eye as your cosmic vision. And so when we're living with access to the third eye, we have a lot of clarity about our life's purpose, our vision for our own life and our purpose here on earth. And so it gives us so much understanding and peace and context for our life as well. Now, the third eye is often depicted as a two-petaled lotus flower of a purple or indigo color, which is representing its frequency on the scale of the chakras, right? We move from the red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and then violet, just like the scale of color of visible light. So as we move from more gross to more subtle energies, we move up that spectrum. And so it is this really subtle frequency that we have to be able to tap into. And how we do that is through accessing these subtler energies of our body and detoxifying our body, and ultimately by being initiated into the awakening of the third eye, which I will talk about in the next video. The mantra associated with the Ajna chakra is probably the most popular mantra known in the West, which is Om, A-U-M. And this chant is the frequency of the third eye itself. And so if you want to be connecting to the third eye, Om is the most powerful mantra you can use. Now I'm just going to read you guys a brief scriptural reference, or what we call Shastra Pramana, from the yogic scriptures, which is the ancient Sanskrit writings about third eye. Now this one is going to be from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, and I highly recommend anyone who wants to go deeper into learning about the third eye and its actual origins, definitely look up the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra and read it yourself, because it is so fascinating and so eye-opening into the possibilities of our third eye. The Vijnana Bhairava Tantra in Sutra 37, Dharana 14, says, "Let form be filled with the essence of life breath to the crown of the head. Cross the life breath by penetrating the one-pointed attention at the bridge-like center of the eyebrows, called the third eye. Let mind be beyond the movement of thoughts, in that all-rising supreme state of Sadashiva, or Paramashiva, showers the light, the vision of all-pervadingness." So what it's explaining is, when we bring our awareness continuously in meditation to the third eye, we're able to experience all-pervading sight, all-pervading vision. And the last thing I'm going to share with you guys about third eye today is exactly this, that the third eye is most well known, and rightly so, for the ability to manifest powers, or yogic powers, powers of the third eye. This is a very real science, I can assure you. I have had my own direct experiences with it hundreds of times, and also the experience of thousands of people I've seen from every walk of life, rich or poor, healthy or sick, happy or sad, from the east or the west. I have seen so many beings, whether they're young or old, even 90-year-olds to 3-year-olds, manifesting powers of the third eye. Some of these yogic powers that manifest through an awakened third eye are divine sight. Being able to see beyond what is directly in front of us means you can see things remotely, remote vision. One of the other powers is seeing into the human body, or the body of living things, and being able to see what's happening internally. This is one of the secrets that the sages had when they developed the science of Ayurveda, the science of healing in India, was that they were able to body scan. They didn't have x-ray machines. How did they know that hernias existed? How did they know that people had appendicitis? How did they know that somebody's liver was failing? This is written about, and what they described is that they were able to see beyond what the two eyes were seeing. They were accessing the three eyes, the Ajna chakra. I get asked the question often, why this marking on the forehead, right? Why do Hindus wear this marking? What is this marking? It's called the Bindi, and that's exactly what it represents. It is a visual representation of the third eye, which resides in every human body. And the thing is, when we apply the processed turmeric, which is exactly this red, dark red powder that you see on my forehead, which I put on every single day, the application of the turmeric not only aids in the detoxification process of the pineal gland and the third eye, but the subtle pressure of that powder and that application stimulates that energy center, that chakra. And through that, it allows us to be more in tune and accessing the third eye throughout our day-to-day life. I hope this video was useful and helpful for you guys and gave you a little bit more insight into what the Ajna chakra, or third eye, really is, all the possibilities that exist in this realm of experiencing consciousness through the third eye. And if you're looking for more information, I definitely recommend reading again the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. And also there's an amazing free introductory course that's an online course. All you have to do is sign up through email, and it's completely free on nithyanandauniversity.org called Sacred Science of the Third Eye. And it's an introduction into way more than I talked about the third eye, all the different ways you can access it and what it truly means and how you can have breakthroughs in experiencing life through the third eye, as per my Guru Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashiva. So I hope you guys enjoy those resources as well if you're looking for more information. And the next video I'm going to be putting out is how to open the third eye safely. So I didn't even have time to talk about that in this video, and that will be in the very next video I put out, so stay tuned for that if you're looking for safe and effective methodologies on opening and awakening the third eye. Nithyanandam, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your comments and questions below, and I will see you on the next video. Nithyanandam.